Hello, Snack Pack. Welcome back to Travel Snacks, or if this is your first time, welcome to the live stream. And Travel Snacks is all about traveling, eating good food, being resourceful, maybe living a more simple lifestyle, living in your car, SUV, RV, van, tiny home, something like that. And this is a community that is very supportive of each other and it's very nice to each other. So I'm happy to anyone here on the live stream today. So how's everybody doing today? I am doing well, but I think I hit a wall today because it is in the hundreds, 100 degrees outside. I think it's like 105 or 106. And I got up this morning and I started working on my van. And for anybody that doesn't know, I have been doing a van conversion. And I kind of just hit a wall where I got overheated and I had to come in the house because it was just like too hot. And you know, when you get that just like flush feeling and you're like, okay, I overdid it. It's kind of how I've been feeling. So I kind of laid down and kind of dozed off a little bit, but I think I need to like take a minute to have a break, maybe for the rest of the day. Unless I feel better, then I'll go work on some more stuff. So, hey Grant, how's it going? Hey Van Life Rocks. If you haven't already, go ahead and throw a like on this live stream. That would be super helpful. And let's jump right in. What is the weather like for you guys? Because it is hot here. It is very hot. This whole week pretty much has been very humid. Usually when the desert that I live in, it's usually dry heat, but this week has been humid and super hot. So it's kind of been a bummer working outside. Yeah, it's just been crazy. I have a few things to talk to you guys about today. Just a quick update for those of you that have been following my journey. A few weeks back, it's probably been about a month now, my mom had a little scare in terms of she passed out and she's been having some racing heart issues. And she was doing fine for quite a while. And then yesterday she almost passed out again. She still has a heart monitor in her chest under her skin, and so they're still monitoring her, but it looks like she's starting to get the racing heart again, which I'm not going to say it like it's good, but in a sense it's, I don't know how else to say it. It's not good, but it's good because then they can at least monitor what's happening. And when it's happening, she puts this little key fob on her heart monitor and it beeps and it tracks it so that the doctors can know like when it's happening, what's happening, and what kind of things are happening at that same time. So anyone out there that's following this journey, say a prayer for my mom, and hopefully on her next visit, they'll be able to give her some more insight about what's happening. Oh, low 70s. I wish. Hey, Fake Freedom. Yeah, it's been just too miserable here. Too miserable. And we do have a swamp cooler. For those of you that don't know, that's like an evaporative cooler. It usually only works in climates that don't have that much humidity because it puts like humidity into the air. So we haven't really been able to use that as well. Hey, Sania, how's it going? Sunny and 75. I wish it was in the 70s. I'm like, even in my room right now, you could maybe tell a little bit, I put some powder on, but it's like, it's hot. I'm feeling very like, just like balmy or whatever. Thanks, Fake Freedom. I appreciate. Yeah. She's had her big like Arctic cooler chill, water thingy, with her, and she's been drinking a lot of water. I don't know. She's outside a lot. She likes to go out and rake and like hula ho, and she likes to work outside, and she does wear a hat, but I think it's just too hot. I mean, even for me, like I've been working outside every day, and today it just like hit me. It was just like, okay, you need to sit down. So it's been crazy. Hey, Snow Panther, how's it going? 95. So you're getting up there as well. 80s here and 90s past few days. Okay, so it's hot. Snow Panther is going to be in the hundreds starting Monday. 80s and 90s here. So everybody's is going up, which it's probably going to go up here as well. Not looking forward to that. But man, but also it's been super windy this season. Usually this in the summer, it hasn't been that windy, but as some of you know, when I've done my live streams outside, it's just been like totally, totally windy. So I don't know what's going on there. For those of you that have joined, throw a like on this live stream. What's everybody snacking on? Let's jump into snacks. Hey, Oso7 came from Seattle vid. Oh, awesome. Welcome. Are you in Seattle? If you are, there's a lot of great food there. I hope to get back to Seattle because I liked it there and they had a lot of good things. And I don't think I didn't spend enough time there. That's when I was just getting into car life and I was just like trying to like survive and make it and try to figure out how to do it. But now when I have my van ready, I do want to go back to Seattle and spend some time there because it was really nice and beautiful. Aberdeen, Washington. I don't know exactly where that is, but there were so many parts of Washington that were really beautiful. I'd like to go back. Cali is dry heat, water, so important. Totally. Yeah, usually we have the dry heat, which that's what I grew up on is the dry heat. So I'm a little more used to that. But when you get that humidity, I'm not like if I lived somewhere that has like heat and humidity, I would really have to like acclimate to that because I'm not really used to the humidity. I looked at the map. It's going to be hot everywhere but the Northeast. I wish I was in the Northeast. Dill pickle flavored chips. I haven't had that, but I'd like to have that because I like dill pickles and I like chips. Hey, Alexia Rose, how's it going? Your vids, I am gonna like them all. Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Everyone knows Aberdeen as the place where Kurt Cobain was from. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hey, Two Sisters in a Cocktail. That's my friend Ivana. You guys should go follow her on Instagram and her YouTube as well. Hey, Tor Thyriso. Oh, hey, Armella TR, using my boyfriend's account today. All right. Got it. You're my fave. Oh, thank you so much. You've just brightened my day. I was just mentioning that I'm not feeling the greatest today. I feel so overheated right now, and I just feel like so low energy. But I was really excited to do this live stream because it's nice to be able to connect to you guys and just share what's going on and hear some of the things that's going on with you guys. Because especially during the COVID-19, like all these lockdowns and stuff, I feel really isolated a lot. How do you guys feel? Are you guys feeling isolated? Or are you guys like just kind of gotten to the groove of this whole thing? Or are you guys like amped up to like get out and do something? I'm feeling like so caged and like very isolated. So when we do these live streams, it's a very wonderful thing to me. So even though I'm not feeling 100%, I still wanted to come on and say hello and keep you updated on everything. I'm not in the Northeast, upstate New York. It is hot. Ugh. You're welcome. Connor McLeod. Hey, Connor. Need to get back on the road. I know. I do need to get back on the road. It's going to be a little while because we're still working on this van. And I have a story I'm going to tell you guys in just a minute. Alexia Rose, I'm going camping tomorrow. Ooh, that's awesome. I know I'm all over the place, so let's take a step back and talk about snacks. So the snacks, I haven't really been doing a lot of snacking. It's been very hot and I really haven't like stopped to like do snacks. I've been drinking a bunch of water. But I did buy this week, I bought some jicama. I haven't cut it up yet. If you don't know what jicama is, it's like kind of like a potato, but like a sweeter potato, but it tastes starchy like a potato, but it's got a lot of nutrients in it and you can just cut it up and put it into salads and you could maybe put it on a sandwich. Sometimes people like put it into a thin slice and use that as like a taco shell. But I like to mix it up into like fruit salad as well. So you got a little bit of like the starch and then you got the fruit. So I've been looking forward to cutting that up. And I also bought another watermelon because it's very refreshing. What are you guys snacking on this week? We're not in the same mess up here as you guys are. Yeah, that's true. We got so much stuff going on down here. It's nuts. Car and van, it's Car a van, it's called. Drink lemon and lime, good for you. Yeah, I do have some lemons, and no, I think my limes went bad. But I do have some lemons. I think I need to put some lemon in my water just to like spruce it up. Not really feeling isolated. Throw a mask on, go out and do whatever. Yeah, that's true. I haven't really gotten out too much except for Home Depot. I've been to Home Depot like 100 times, getting stuff for the van. But yeah, I haven't really been out. I'm eating Cheez-Its and chocolate pudding right now. Ooh, yum. That's so interesting, 007, because when I was pregnant with my first son, Marcus, that was my craving, cheese and chocolate. Not usually together, but like I would crave Del Taco's quesadillas. You know how cheesy and like oily and just kind of disgusting, but also delicious. I would crave the quesadillas, and we didn't live near a Del Taco. It was like a 30-minute drive. But at the time, my husband, I would send him all the way to get me a Del Taco quesadilla. And then I would want chocolate, like as a dessert, like a chocolate bar. And I don't know why, but those two things together, I don't know. It was just delicious. But Cheez-Its and chocolate, can't go wrong. Hey, Jay, Sorgy Stories. If you guys aren't following already, go follow Sorgy Stories on YouTube and on Instagram. Him and his son have an awesome YouTube channel, especially if you like baseball, because they do like a lot of great things. So that's awesome. It's okay to not feel perfect. Survive today, thrive tomorrow. That's awesome. But yes, loneliness, we get you. And cheese spread and blueberries. I think there's a theme here with cheese. I bought some vegan cheese. It's not the same, but I do have some. I might make like a fake grilled cheese sandwich later today, but I'm not sure. Steak, chips, barbecue food. I'm not really eating meat, but chips and barbecue sounds really delicious. I do not acknowledge it, so I do what I do regardless. No restraints, not going to happen. I agree with you too. I think the whole like COVID thing is just whatever. I think there's a lot of false information, but that's not what this channel is about, so I'm not going to get into it. But I think my isolation feeling is like, it's not the fact that I can't get up and leave. It's more so that I have so much to do here with the van and like trying to sell everything I own and trying to like sell my car. I just don't have time to like go and do stuff. So I think I've just been like cooped up in the house too long. Cheez-Its and chocolate pudding at the same time. Hey, you never know. That could go on I wrote a list a few weeks back. A lot of you guys gave me weird food combinations, and I'm going to be making those videos a little later just because what else is there to do? Yes, Del Taco. I love Del Taco. It's so greasy and gross, but it's so delicious at the same time. Yes, good for your liver. I've just found out I've got cancer. Oh no. So I have to drink lots of water and keep my liver, no chocolate or sugar. I have to have honey. I usually have honey too. I've cut out pretty much a lot of the processed sugars and stuff. I'll say a prayer for you because you can definitely be healed. I know that cancer is very serious though. So there's a lot of alternative stuff, and eating properly really helps with just healing the body. I'm not a doctor, so don't take any medical advice from me. Always follow you. Stop chatting about food. Makes me hungry. This live stream sometimes goes down that road, which is totally fine with me. I think a lot of us on here are super into food, and we get to go on the conversations, and then it's just awesome. Grapes, green stuff, you need them. Yes. I love eating nachos when I come home from work in the morning. Oh, nachos. I love nachos. Nachos is like one of those foods that I could so good. Here in Washington, marijuana is legal, so that may have some influence on the Cheez-Its and pudding combo. All the snacks, right? No surrender, too much fear-based, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. It's all fear-based. I don't subscribe to like fearful ploys and stuff like that. Fake freedom. Up here, if you don't wear a mask, you're not going to have access to many services and stores. Here too, like you can't go anywhere. Like it is required. They will kick you out of stores, or they won't even let you into the stores, restaurants, or anywhere. So you have to wear a mask. The only place that you can get away with not wearing a mask is in a drive-through. Nobody's really super questioning, like as you pull up to the window, they're not like, putting up a sign saying, put your mask on. Stop going on about food. Del Taco, not my favorite tacos. I don't like Del Taco tacos. I like their burritos though, and their quesadillas and their fries. But I don't love their tacos. I wouldn't get that. I love your earrings. Oh, thanks. My mom got me these like 100 years ago, and I always wear these all the time. Honey does have healing properties though. Yeah, honey does. Marijuana is legal here in Canada everywhere, although I don't partake. Yeah, I don't partake in the weed smokes. I have 2 times in my life, and they were both terrible experiences. So that's the end of that story. And also, this is going to be a very unpopular opinion, but I think that people use too many substances as a way to like drown out their life. And instead, I think people should just take a deep dive into like what they're eating, if they're drinking enough water, are they like living a less stressful life? I think a lot of times we use substances as crutches, like pills and alcohol and weed and all that stuff. And I'm not, I've done stuff too, so I'm not like judging. I'm just saying that I think when I hear so many people talking about, oh, I'm just gonna go get drunk, oh, I'm just gonna go get high, it's like it makes me sad, because it's like, are you like living like a real life, or are you always like under the influence? That's my 2 cents. So just gonna, Bible says we must choose. I have chosen Jesus. I've chosen Jesus too. Not here in the UK, nobody wears face. Oh, really? Interesting. Jesus isn't going to cut my hair. Maybe you should have long hair. You never know. I cut my own, have a kit. Oh, that's interesting. I guess I could cut my own hair, but whatever. My hair's like been really just like damaged on the ends. I need to get a little quick trim, but I have been too busy for that. Make a face mask out of a sock. I've seen so many creative things about these face masks. Like people have been getting super creative about materials and all kinds of things. But in my opinion, I think masks are not great, not good for you. And I just don't agree with masks personally. I have short hair. Hey, Lainey. I'm eating cheese and grapes right now. Again, another person with the cheese. Cheese is like on the big time today. One thing I did try this week is for the first time, I tried Instacart, and I also tried Walmart's pickup service. And also a little extra, but there's some things that Walmart does not have that Stater Brothers has, and Stater Brothers is with Instacart. So for my first order for Instacart, I got free delivery. So I ordered some things from Stater Brothers and had it delivered to my house, which was really great. They did a great job. I was really concerned if they were going to pick out produce like good, like so it wouldn't be like, how some people could just go and just pick up whatever and you don't have good produce. They did a really nice job. And then I ordered the rest of my food from Walmart and then just drove up and then just hit the check-in button, and then they brought it out and put it in my trunk. I didn't even have to talk to anybody. And that was it. And it was just really great. And they did a great job on my order as well. So if you haven't tried it, you could do that if you don't feel like going into the stores. Let's see. Connor, get avocado, eat them, makes your skin feel younger and good for you. I love avocado. I have some avocado in there right now. But I don't like to eat avocado every day because that's really high in fat. Even though it's good fat, you don't want to eat if you eat avocado and nuts like all day, that's still a lot of calories, so you have to for me, I don't like to eat too many fattening things. George Cox, that's my dad. Everybody say hi to my dad, George. We got some raindrops coming up the hill. So my parents we call it down the hill because it is down a hill. We live in the high desert, and then there's the low desert. That's where all the stuff is, like Palm Springs, Palm Desert, La Quinta. That's where all the good stores are. So they went down the hill to go get some stuff, and actually to go pick up some more stain for my van, which I'll show you in a minute, because this Home Depot up here ran out of the one color I needed for the stain, which sucks. Eating dry roll, stomach off for the past. Oh, what's a dry roll? When I think of dry roll, what is a dry roll? I'm thinking of sushi roll, but I know that's not it because you wouldn't be eating that probably. Yeah. Actually, my mom made some tuna casserole, which I've been asking for because it's delicious. But I really haven't been eating a lot of dairy lately, and so that has a lot of dairy in it. And then the next couple days, I was just like off, and I was like, "Yep, dairy is just no good for me." Yeah, I bought some really good aged Swiss. Ooh, that sounds good. Alexia, I will make a vid at 10 a.m. and give you a shout out. Ooh, awesome. What's your channel about? No mask in shopping centers. Tesco and a few others don't wear face masks. Cheese makes you dream. Good for you too. Yeah, I do hear the thunder. Eat apple, good for you, for your airways, makes you breathe better. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I did buy a lot of apples this week as well. I'm trying to eat a lot more produce because it fills you up, so then you don't crave like a bunch of snacks. I'm so excited to get back on the road because I'm going to be cooking most of my meals in the van, so it should be an interesting thing, and I'm going to film a lot of it too. So we'll see. That's how I did it. Even before Corona, store pickup is the best, and I hate being around too many people. Yeah, I don't care about like the Corona, like going into Walmart. I'm not worried about Corona, but it's just so many people in there, and people are dumb. Sorry, but sometimes people just like stand in the middle of the aisles, and they just run into you with their baskets, and then there's kids screaming. Sometimes you just don't want to be around people. So I think the pickup was a really good thing, except for the only bad thing about pickup was that I ordered like a bunch of stuff and it was great. And then I got home and I'm like, shoot, I forgot to order this and order that. Because you're not seeing the stuff as you're walking up and down the aisles to remind yourself. And even though I made a list, I still forgot things. So I'm like, now I still got to go back to Walmart and get a few more things. But at least I got the majority of this stuff. So if I need to go to Walmart, I could just run in. Those of you that haven't already, throw a like on this live chat. And if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Oh, also, if you do want to make a donation, there's 3 ways to do it. You can donate with the little $sign button down below. That's a YouTube donation, and they take 30%. You can also donate through PayPal or through Cash App. Donations are not obligated or anything. But if you want to support the channel and support the snack fund, it always helps to keep things going. And yeah, there's no obligation, but I'll put the links in here for the PayPal and the Cash App. I always like to tell people about, oh, it made a weird link about that. Anyways, I always like to tell people about it because like, I've been on live streams where I wanted to donate, but then I'm like, I don't want my money that I'm giving that YouTube gets 30% of that. So I always like to mention it to people because a lot of people wouldn't know that, you know? So anyways, that's a little side note. Sorry, I'm back. Hello, Van Life Rocks. Lecture Rose. I do random stuff. Please, can you subscribe? I'll check out your channel. I never want to be around people. People suck. It's like I try not to say that people suck, but I'd still say people suck because some people do suck. Because we're all humans and we all have our own opinions. But I think there's like a lot of good people, and there's like some people that just ruin it for a majority of other people. Bless your dad and mom. You've got to cook for them. Bless them. Rest tomorrow. It's Sunday, so breakfast and bed for your parents while you cook for them. Yes, it's a car, a van. You've got caravan. That's funny. On wheel and can move around much better than sleep rough in a car. I've done it for 2 years. Oh, wow. Yeah. Living in a car, like I started to get used to it and I didn't hate it. But I didn't love that I didn't have a bathroom because then you are literally confined to staying around like Walmarts and stores and stuff. And now with coronavirus, like you can't just go out and just go to the bathroom any old place because a lot of places have closed down their restrooms and stuff. Let's jump into talking about the van. I'm going to go show you the van. I'm going to give you an update on what's happening with the van. There will be a new video coming tomorrow. I think it's a good video. It's a cute video. I recorded yesterday, and it's things they don't tell you before you start a van conversion. And so I give like a lot of tips and a lot of things that people just don't talk about when you're doing van conversions. I am your biggest fan. Oh, well, thank you so much. What's 30%? Oh my God, that's so wrong. Yeah, 30% that YouTube takes. Like I don't even mind when companies take a percentage because it's their company. Like I'm on their platform. I have no problem doing it, but I think 30%, that's pretty steep, personally. Do you have TTS? You might get more donations if that was an available option, either now or when your channel grows more. I don't know what TTS is. Let me know what that is. Hey, Evelyn, how's it going? Take care always. All right, so first things first. I love it. No countryside better. First things first is I still don't have my fan for my van. I ordered that fan on 4th of July, I think it was. They did say it was back ordered at that time. It was supposed to ship on July 20th. They sent an email like on the 21st, I think, saying that it was going to be delayed a little longer. Then I called like a week and a half ago or something. I talked to some lady. She was saying, oh, we just got one in stock now. It's going to ship tomorrow. And I said, can you expedite it? Because I've been waiting for a long time. And then she's like, let me check on that and I'll call you back. Didn't get a phone call. So then I called this past week, got a different lady, and she was kind of snippy. And she's like, you'll get it when you get it, basically. We don't have any. And not only do we not have any, but it's back ordered another 15 to 30 days. And I was like, do you realize I've been waiting for this fan for over 30 days now? And she's like, ma'am, some people have been waiting over 3 months for this fan. Oh, okay. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand what's so popular about this fan. And also she was like, do you want a refund? I'm like, no, I still need the fan. What do you, like, what? And it's out of stock, like everywhere. And the places that said they have it, which I don't really think they have it, was like so much more. It's like the price was so much higher. So I was just at the mercy of Camping World to get my fan. So I'm hoping that 15 to 30 days is more like 15 or less, because that's pretty much one of the only things I'm still waiting for. So I don't know. Okay, awesome. Text to speech. So when they donate, you can hear what they write on the stream. Oh, that is cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, no fan. I will do a shout out vid now. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Alexia. Yeah, I don't understand what's the holdup with this fan. It's like, oh, and then I had that lady. I was like, okay, so you guys are Camping World corporate, but can you call some of the stores and find out if like a store, which P.S. there's no store near me. It'd be at least an hour or two to drive, but I would be willing to do it. So I asked her, can you call some of the stores and check, or just check your inventory? She goes, our inventory is totally separate and I can't check their inventory. And she's like, but I will call a few stores for you. But she was kind of snippy. So she put me on hold for a super long time. And then she came back, she goes, there's only one store in Southern California that has the fan. I called that store. They said that somebody's already reserved that fan, and there's 3 other people on the waiting list behind that person for that fan if that first person doesn't get it. So that fan is just going to be sold out. I just don't know. So that's the deal with the fan. I ended up finally being able to order they call it a house battery, the battery that's going to sit in the back of the van that charges all my solar and all these things, or not charges it, but does the battery. I finally ordered that from Renogy. The cool thing about Renogy is that battery was out of stock. They finally got back to me, said it was in stock, and I told them that I found it on Walmart.com for like $60 cheaper, and they price matched. So I was really, really thrilled about that. So I paid for it. They said it's going to take 7 to 10 more days to get shipped. So I'm waiting on the battery. What else? This week I've been really researching and studying the overhead like puck lights that I need to get, because I needed to get those, and I need to get switches. but you can only get certain kinds of switches because it has to be 12-volt DC connections. There's a lot that goes into this. I'm just like so much that you don't ever know about or think about. So I've been researching that, and those lights are expensive. You get like 4 little like 2-inch, like 2.5-inch lights, 4 of those for $35. So if you wanted 6 lights, you really have to get 2 things. It's a lot. Let's see. Loose sink and shower, so you take shower, oven, and bed. That's all you need, and you'll be fine. I'm not going to have a shower. I'm just going to shower at Planet Fitness. My van is too small. My van is not a cargo van or transit van. It's not a Sprinter. It has a smaller wheelbase. It's just a passenger van. So I'm barely going to have room for the things that I feel that I need, and I'm okay with skipping the shower out of the van for now. That lady be lying. Yeah, she was like, I was trying to have empathy for her because I'm sure she's getting a lot of calls of people just complaining. So I maybe came in a little hot too, to be honest, because I was like, kind of like, where's my fan? But also like I calmed down, and then she was still a little elevated. And so I was like, okay, like let's work together to get this fan. But she was just over it. What about eBay? I've looked on eBay for that fan, and they were more expensive, and I don't want a used one as well. You need to be in the UK, get anything here. Yeah, that's a long time. How do you manage over there? Everything's back ordered. Like all the things that I'm trying to order, all the bigger things, it's just totally back ordered. So I just don't know. Like I'm just getting things as I can, and then like kind of working and shifting around the build depending on what we're trying to do. It's just like, if I don't have this certain thing, then I got to move on to a different part of the van build because, you know, you can only work with what you have. Okay. Let me put my shoes on, and then I'll take you. Oh no, I got to tell you the story before I take you out to see the van. Yes, but you can make one. Make which one? The fan or the lights or what? If it's the fan, this fan is going to be awesome. This fan is like, has a fan that like exhausts and also blows. And it's also got a rain guard. It's got a remote control. So if it starts to rain, I can still have airflow. I just don't feel like I would be skilled enough to make a fan that I would feel comfortable putting above my head. This week has been like one of the most challenging weeks, mentally and emotionally. I know I've been saying that for the past like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But it's not easy. This van build stuff, like I don't even know what these like other YouTubers, I just don't know. That's why my video tomorrow is all the things people don't really talk about. But this was a very challenging week because last week I told you guys that, you know, we were like still working on the van roof. And then like, I like got all like mentally charged up, and I was like, okay, Monday, I'm going to hit the ground running. We're going to get this roof done. We're just going to do it. And then we went out there Monday, we started working on some things, and the van roof was leaning over like this. And I was like, we got to fix it. And like, we couldn't, it just like, it was just so frustrating. And then I just like quick walked into the house and started like fell on my knees and prayed and cried. Like I just was crying because I was like, I just don't know what to do. Like I'm not a carpenter. I'm not like, I'm not a construction person. I don't know what else to do. And I had like a visual in my mind of how we could fix it, but that would require more time and more materials. And I just kind of reached my limit. And then I was trying to explain it to my dad what my idea was, and he was like, oh, kind of okay with it, but it was frustrating to him too. And so it was just like tempers were flaring. We were just like, you know, trying to, you know, forge a new plan, but also like, it's just frustrating for both sides that are working on the van because neither of us has the experience to make a van roof, but we're just doing it. And so it was just like tensions got super high. And then like, I just said, you know, I'll feel more comfortable and I'll feel like the roof is more safe if we build a frame. which I've been wanting to build a frame this whole time. But we went in a different direction. And so now I was like, we just need to get the materials and just build a frame. Let's just not talk about it. Let's just go do it. And so we got to Home Depot, and I was just like, didn't know what to buy. I was like, I know we need 2x4s, but I don't know what kind of bolts we need to secure it to the roof. I just don't have the knowledge. And so like I had my mask on, my COVID-19 mask on. I was just like bawling into my mask, walking around Home Depot. And then I just had to run to the bathroom because I was just like, felt so like broken down. I was like, I just don't know what to do. I just don't know. So I stayed in the bathroom, cried, and then I came back out and I was like, listen, we just need to get what we need to get. If we need to ask somebody, just do the best we can. So, it was very, very tense. But we pushed through and we built the frame, which I'm excited to show you. It feels so much more secure. It's bolted into the ceiling now. Now we're just building out the sides, and then we're going to build out the back and the front. And we still have some work to do on it. Don't get me wrong. The roof is still not done. I was hoping to have it done by yesterday, but it just didn't happen. And I'm just praying that we get it done this coming week. So let me read the comments, and then I'll take you guys outside and show you what's going on. Oh, making a shower. Yeah, I could make a shower, but it'd be like in the middle or even to the back. It's just not something I want to take on. Hey, Brandy, how's it going? I like your video on how to pee in the car. Thanks. I'm actually going to be doing another video similar to that. I know there's going to be probably a lot of different reactions, but I like to keep it real. In the next couple weeks, I'm going to be doing a video how to pee in a car using adult diapers. I know it's shocking. And when people had suggested that to me before, I was like, ew, that's so gross. I would never do that. But when you live in your car and you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and there's only so few options, you're not going to get up and go to Walmart at 2 a.m. You have to come up with some of those things. So I'm going to do a whole video, and I'm going to talk about how it's not that gross and how just the whole thing of it. So that's going to be coming in a few weeks. And I know people can judge if they want to, but unless you've been in certain situations or done it. Also, when people are judging that situation, you're also judging people that have to wear diapers, like for medical conditions, and also like, just like, when you get older and you lose a little bladder control, it's like not cool to make fun of people that need to wear adult diapers. So I want to talk a lot about that in that video too. But anyways, I'm not going to go off on that because that's going to be a few weeks from now. Maybe I should send you parts from here. Yeah, maybe. By the time the van is finished, you'll be suffering from PTSD. I feel like I already am a little bit. It's just like a day by day. The only way I'm getting through it is by the Lord Jesus Christ, because I've been literally every morning praying for peace, praying and just like writing in my little journal and reading my Bible and just like trying to work on myself to be less like controlling and less like snippy and less like my way. I've been really trying to work on that. I like how to pee in the car. Yes, I responded to that one. What fan do you need? And I'll look for it here and send it to you. I'm getting the Max Air fan, and it's the model number 7000K. So if you find it, let me know. Milk bottle, don't know what that means. Or by then we will have flying cars. Wait, hold on. I lost my place in the chat. Or a bucket for the girls. I think this van, I'm going to have like something similar to a bucket, but I'm going to build out a nice little like box for it. Hey, No Can't Fant. If you guys aren't already, follow No Can't Fant. He has an awesome YouTube channel all about travel and van life and stuff like that. When it gets done, it shall be all worth it, my friend. Thank you so much. I do need the encouragement. Some days it's just like all I can do to just be like, okay, I'm just going to get through this moment, and then we're going to keep moving on. Sorority stories, you don't need to know what to do in the moment. God will show you, but I don't blame anyone for how you feel. It's okay to feel that. Yes, definitely. God does show you the way. It's just like, that's why we have the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit guides us. But usually we get in our own way, and we like think too much, talk too much, reason too much, analyze too much. And so we don't give room for that path to be lit in front of us, which is what I've been going through. I don't have it. Actually, I do have it up here, but I actually have been looking up scriptures on suffering or struggling. I don't consider myself suffering. That seems very dramatic, but struggling, I will say. And so I looked up a lot of scriptures, and the Bible is very clear that, struggling and suffering like produces character, and character produces hope. And like, it's good to struggle. It is good to struggle because it builds who you are. So I'm not like opposed to struggling, but when you're in it, it can be, hard to see past it. And so that's why during the struggling times or the suffering times, you just have to really rely on God. And that's the point, I think, is to like remember that God is always there for us, and we should lean on him because he wants to help us. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. Usually people will get PTSD like if they were in like a war or any kind of like active shooter thing, or like a robbery, or involved in like some type of murder scenario, or like something that's very traumatic. And so you get like post-traumatic stress. So you like get triggered by certain noises or signals or vision things and stuff like that. So it could be very bad. Hold on one second. Do you want parts for this van? Let me know and I'll send them to you. I think it's going to be okay, but I appreciate that. I have just posted your shout out vid now. Oh, okay, cool. I'll check that out. Is that on the YouTube or Instagram? Let me know. Snapchat. Let's see. Oh, I lost my place again. Bucket, they have made some things for women to use. They have a lot of things you can use for like urinating for women. They have like Shewees and Go Girls and Pibellas and like all kinds of things. So it's become a lot easier for women, but also not as easy maybe as men. Pee in a milk bottle. Yeah, but then it could be like smelly, and I don't want it to tip over. Hey, Van Life Rocks hitting me with the $2.99. Thank you so much. I got to give you my shout out sounds. Where'd it go? Oh, let's do. Let me turn this on. Thank you so much. All the donations for the snack fund go to help fund the channel, the van build, and when I get back on the road. So I'm going to use that $2.99. I'm going to put that towards my overhead lights. That's what that's going to go for, because those things are expensive, and you can't just buy any. Like, I want to get dimmer switches so I can dim the lights if I'm in like a quieter, darker area. But the dimmer switches are like $30 for one switch. So I'm like, maybe I should rethink that and just have one switch. So I'm going to put that towards that. Thank you so much. Connor, anything you want, let me know. I'll send it to you free of charge. That's so generous, but you don't have to do that. But thank you. Need you back on the road tomorrow. I wish I was back on the road tomorrow. It's going to be a minute, but I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm trying to get more content out. And I have a few ideas to get it popping. So I'm not only just posting one video a week, but right now it's just been so crazy timing wise because the videos take a long time to edit, but I do have some ideas. So that'll be good. Oh, I have PTSD from being shot at. That is really scary. That is very scary. I can't even imagine being shot at. I was this is like a side note, and then I'll take you guys outside. But long time ago, I was dating this guy, and that was a bad relationship. I was young, and I was at his house, and him and his friends were into some nonsense stuff. Like I think they were selling drugs, but somebody did a drive-by to their house, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, somebody's drive by," and you can hear the gunshots. And I was just like, "What am I doing? Why am I involved in these kinds of like situations?" And so that was a whole situation. So, but I never been like directly shot at, so that's got to be even worse. Healing stones can help. Woohoo! Van life rocks, awesome. Wait, did I miss something? Let me scroll back. I'm sorry if I'm missing stuff, because strip lights for the side of the van are really cheap here. Work on normal batteries. I think I'm gonna get strip lights for the sides, but I want the nice like puck light kind of things for like the centers and over the bed. Plastic one with lids so you could put it on and pour it down the drain. True. Hey, Grant, what's up? Hit me with the $5, a little more for your lights. Awesome. That's helpful. And let me give you yours. Hold on. No, that's not it. You got a special. Whoa, that was an explosion. No, this is the one that I give to Grant because he is a very strong supporter of the snack fund. So he has his own sound. And how about, thank you so much. That really does help. Again, it's no obligation, but anything that does get donated to the snack fund goes to a good cause so that we can keep all this stuff rolling along. I posted a shout out vid on YouTube. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you so much. How much do you need? 100 or 1,000 to get that van back on the road? We need you back out there. It's not so much the money, of course, like obviously all of it costs money, costs a lot of money. It's more so the time and it just things take time. It just take time. It like, unless I was going to hire somebody to come and finish the build, it's just me and my dad and my mom. And so we're just like regular people that are trying to do this. So, we're going as fast as we can. But it is a process. So, and I will tell you that we are definitely working as fast as possible. And at the same time, it's like people do have to rest as well. Like, this is my van build. It's like what like I've been realizing is like my mom and dad definitely are loving and wonderful people that like offered to help, but it's not like their van. Like they don't owe me to build a van. So it's like we're working to build this van, but it's like people need time off too to like rest and take a break. So it's not so much the money. Yeah, money does help, but it's more so just like the time and energy to put into it. I was trying to help a friend leave her abusive boyfriend, and he came out of the house and shot my car and nearly shot me. That's crazy. Like that's like, it's so crazy when people like you're trying to help and then they're just so like maddened or so like enraged that they are willing to kill somebody or like shoot at somebody to like restrict that person from leaving. It's just like crazy. I'm going to answer this last question, and I'm going to take you guys out to the van. If you could eat one thing in the whole world, what would it be? I think we've had this conversation. I think I would probably either choose tacos or chocolate chip cookies, but I think I would make myself sick with those cookies. So to be a little more healthy, I'd probably choose tacos. All right, let me put my shoes on. And walk out here. I got all my towels hanging out. My room is still a mess. I got like so much stuff I'm trying to sort through. Still more stuff accumulating. Hopefully when I go outside, the connection still stays strong. One of the things that we did is we did move the van around now. because it was facing the other way, and it was we had to go around to get into the 2 double doors. And now that the roof is more secure, we could finally turn it around, so it's so much better. Okay, so let's see. First things first. You want to say hi?
Hello.
It's my dad. My dad, George. He's been
trying to secure the van from the rain.
Oh, shoot. Thanks, Dad.
Plus taking up all the power tools, plus all the wood, plus everything that was left out.